Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is part 3 in a series that I've been doing covering group tours that you can do from around the world. If you missed the first 2 parts where I covered the US, Canada, and Europe, you can find a link to those videos in the description below. But today's video is all about group tours that you can do in Australia and New Zealand. So if you're one of those travelers who likes to have everything planned out with what you'll be seeing and doing before you get to your destination, then this is definitely the video for you. I'm going to be featuring a company that I work with called Globus, which specializes in group and private tours. And you may have even heard of their sister company, Avalon Waterways, which do river cruises in Europe and Southeast Asia. If you're new here, checking me out for the first time, my name is Ben. I'm the owner of Ben Tennis Dream Vacations Travel Agency. And on this channel, I create weekly travel-related videos just like this one, helping you plan for your next vacation. So if you found value in these type of videos, consider subscribing. Before I get into specific tour options, I just want to set the expectation of what you can expect on these tours. So whether you want to see the cities or tucked away towns, travel just a week, or explore a little longer, there is a variety of vacation styles and lengths that suit every type of traveler. And if you like to explore off the beaten path, there are tours for that as well. You can also select from small group discovery departures that are limited to just 24 guests with all the inclusions and none of the crowds. And in every itinerary, included are hands-on authentic experiences. Every itinerary includes local experts to share stories behind the sites and local favorites you won't find in the guidebooks. There's also built-in freedom into every itinerary, so you can go and explore on your own and know that every hotel you'll be staying at has been pre-screened and personally visited, so no need to scour endless reviews. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm going to start with the longer tours first, and the first tour up is a tour called Down Under Discovery Tour. If you've always wanted a complete tour of Down Under with no red stone left uncovered, this 20-day tour is it. Doubling the fun with sightseeing in Australia and New Zealand, this exciting vacation covers New Zealand's North and South Islands as well as Australia's vibrant cities, golden beaches and mystical red centre. From Rotora's boiling mud pools to Waitomo's glowworm caves, you'll kick off your tour with the hottest and coolest sights of New Zealand. Aptly named the Remarkables, the South Island's mountain range sets the tone for the incredible sights you'll see throughout the land of the Kiwi and the home of the kangaroo. As you hop from Melbourne to Uluru to Cairns to Sydney, you'll savor the architectural masterpieces of Australia's renowned cities, the natural wonders of the Great Barrier Reef, and everyone's favorite highlight of this encompassing journey, a boomerang-throwing barbecue under the starlit outback sky. And just to let you know that every itinerary that I'm going to be covering includes everything you need for the perfect vacation, from transfers to and from your hotel to expert local guides, and including VIP sightseeing across the world's iconic sites. You also have a tour guide that is always there to help you make the most of your free time. And if New Zealand and Australia wasn't enough for you, you can add 3 extra days to your vacation and fly up to Fiji, including first-class accommodations, breakfast daily, and the guidance and assistance of an expert local host. If you're an animal lover, this next tour, named Australian Safari, might be of interest to you. If your idea of meeting the locals is cradling koalas, hand-feeding kangaroos, and laughing with a school of clownfish, then this 21-day vacation is for you. Animal lovers unite on the spectacular safari tour of Australia. From Brisbane's Australia Zoo, home of the crocodile hunter, to Alice Springs Kangaroo Sanctuary, home of the Kangaroo Dundee, you'll get to know Down Under's most colorful creatures and characters. The furry fun continues with a hop over to Melbourne to witness Phillip Island's famous heartwarming penguin parade. Wombats and wallabies welcome you to the island state of Tasmania, as does the infamous Tasmanian devil, in its own unique way. Going below the surface, this in-depth tour of Australia also leads you to the marine life at the Great Barrier Reef. The whales, seals, and dolphins off the Tasman Peninsula, and the city and harbors of sunny Sydney. And just like the last tour, if you wanted to extend your tour and head to Fiji, you can do that on this tour as well. You'll get 4 extra nights with everything included, including a flight from Sydney to Fiji, transfers to and from your resort on the coastal coast, first-class accommodations, breakfast daily, and the guidance and assistance of an expert local host. This next tour is called Exploring Australia. The right vacation to Australia can easily transport you to another state of mind, especially if it includes a crocodile cruise in Darwin, a glass-bottom boat tour at the Great Barrier Reef, a wetlands cruise on the yellow water Billabong, and many other exciting modes of transportation. The most moving experience on this grand 20-day tour of Australia, however, is an overnight rail journey on the legendary The Ghan train, an exhilarating crossing through the heart of the Australian outback to the tropical coast of the Northern Territory. A stop to cruise to the majestic Catherine Gorge offers the perfect opportunity to stretch your legs and imagination. As you venture in every direction on this encompassing tour of Australia, including untamed Tasmania, you'll also be moved by big city lights, red center sunsets, growling Tasmanian devils, and calm, cuddly koalas. All aboard for an above and beyond adventure to the land down under. And continuing with the theme of Fiji, you can extend this tour 3 extra days and head to the island of Fiji with everything included. If you're looking for a shorter tour that just hits the highlights of Australia and New Zealand, then this tour named Highlights of the South Pacific might be the right tour for you. Combining fun, sun, glee, and the sea, this tour of Australia and New Zealand introduces you to the favorite features and creatures of both fascinating countries. Starting in New Zealand, you'll witness Waitomo's glowworm caves and Rotora's boiling mud pools before cruising through some of the coolest fjord scenery in the world in Queenstown's Milford Sound. More uplifting sights await in the land down under as you take a spin on Melbourne's Star Observation Wheel, a dip in the colorful, coral-filled ocean at the Great Barrier Reef, and a ferry across Sydney Harbour to see the Opera House and other harmonious sights. While you're sure to take plenty of pictures on this tour of the South Pacific, we'll take one of you with a crocodile or koala for the ultimate souvenir. And hey, if you like Fiji, or maybe you like hearing me talk about Fiji, you're going to like this. You can extend this tour 3 extra days and head to the island of Fiji, where everything is included. So the last tour I'm going to cover here is called The Best of New Zealand. So if you just wanted a tour of New Zealand, this would be a great tour for you. It's 14 days long. And if you've heard that sheep outnumber the people in New Zealand, you would actually be right. But lucky for you, this untamed land also boasts an impressive number of soaring mountains, lush rainforests, and stunning fjords. The North Island's Bay of Plenty sets the stage for the abundance of spectacular sights you'll see on both of New Zealand's breathtaking islands. Rotora's shooting geysers are only surpassed by the South Island's soaring Southern Alps, which you'll reach from charming Christchurch by way of the scenic Transalpine train. Throughout your tour of New Zealand, you'll have the opportunity to walk along Franz Josef Glacier, warm your toes in natural hot springs, and partake in all of the fun that Queenstown, the adventure capital of the world, has to offer. With so many ways to work up an appetite, you'll appreciate a special barbecue on a local farm and a traditional cooked-in-the-ground, hot stone, hangi dinner. And just like the other tours, you can add Fiji to this tour for an extra 3 days, and you can also add Sydney as well if you wanted to hit up part of Australia. So those are also options that you can do. So there are a few more variations to these tours that you can do, but the ones I covered in this video are the main ones. If you want to see the full list of available tours you can do in Australia and New Zealand, I'll link the full brochure in the video description, and you can check it out for yourself. And if you find yourself wanting to take one of these tours, feel free to reach out to me at btennis@dreamvacations.com, and I can help you find a tour that works for you. And if you found value in this video, make sure you like the video and consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in a future video.